this is not good. This sucks. You do not want to be following this. This is dog shit. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, Mike Israetel is going to be trying to get his bodybuilding diet on a budget. He set his budget to $100, so I'm going to be reacting to it today, letting you know exactly what I think.
320 grams of daily protein, about 400 grams of carbs, 80 grams of fat every single day. That's a lot of food. I've got to do it with real food. We're talking about a core of protein, healthy carbs, bit of veggies, standard bodybuilding fare. We're not just going to cheat this by buying a bunch of Gatorade.
Did he just say no Gatorade?
Gatorade.
Holy shit, man. This guy finally freaking learns. No Gatorade. What? How is this a Mike Israetel bodybuilding prep diet if it doesn't include Gatorade?
78 cents per ounce. Damn, 4 pounds for 38 bucks. Such a good deal.
40 servings, perfect. We need 35 protein servings. This has 40. We're good to go.
Whey protein, definitely an excellent source of protein and is very cheap. Now, if you do get one that is extremely cheap, it might taste like dog shit. But, you know, if you are again on a budget and, you know, you can't spend a lot of money, it's a lot of protein in a very concentrated, you know, powder. So definitely gonna be very cheap.
This is breast and breast. All right, so wow, 32 servings. Are we only gonna have chicken? Boneless, skinless chicken. Great deal. So we were gonna try to buy fatty beef and then strain it out, but the chicken turned out to be way cheaper, which is like often not the case, but today it was. So we're adapting.
Something else that's really cheap, like canned tuna, also very, very cheap. You can probably get those in a can for like maybe $1 US, so that's also very cheap. And Mike was originally going to get fatty beef. So here's the thing with all this. When you are on a budget like this, it's going to be quite a bit harder. You can't eat low calorie dense foods because the lower the calorie dense food, the more of it you have to eat, the more of it you have to buy, the more expensive it's going to be. When I eat on my bodybuilding prep diet, it's low calorie dense food, that vegetables, that it costs a shit ton of money. So it's going to be a lot harder to get that feeling of being satiated and full when, you know, you can't get things like berries. Berries, very expensive, but they're very low in calories. You can eat a lot of it. I like to because I just need to, or else I can't, you know, follow my freaking diet. Another thing, like, if you get like this prepackaged spring mix, I'll eat one of those at a time. That's like $7-ish right there, and I'll eat that with a bunch of other vegetables in a meal. So it all adds up. So the more, you know, calorie dense the food is, usually, you know, for the calories, you're going to be getting more for your money in terms of nutritional intake of carbs, proteins, and fats, but you're not going to get that same feeling of satiation. Jasmine rice, one of the cheapest foods you can get around the world. But again, you know, yeah, it's so cheap, but you can't really eat a lot of it. I don't really like rice, to be honest. I'd much prefer like rice cakes or having fruit or something else to get in my carbs, because rice, it's very dense. And I know a lot of bodybuilders, chicken, broccoli, and rice, but that shit just don't work for me. So you also, yes, you need to be looking, okay, I don't want to spend too much money, but it also needs to be foods that you enjoy eating so you can stick to that diet. So you kind of have to find a balance there.
22 servings of cut green beans. And 11 servings gets us to almost every meal. Boom. Boom.
Canned vegetables, canned food, also gonna be a lot cheaper. And some people think, oh, you know, it's canned, so it's not as healthy. No, that's bullshit. The only thing is it might have more sodium, but if you don't have high blood pressure, you don't gotta worry about sodium. Sodium's not the devil. No calories, no problem. Yes, if you do have high blood pressure and your doctor advises you to, you know, have lower sodium, then, you know, by all means listen to your doctor. But if you're the average person, sodium's not the enemy, and it's going to make it a lot cheaper. Another option could also be frozen fruits and vegetables. That's often a lot cheaper than fresh, and that's actually what I do. And personally, I actually prefer the frozen fruits and vegetables on my own diet. I much prefer frozen berries to fresh berries, and it's cheaper, and I actually prefer it, so why not?
The original rice we got was way too expensive. Huge deal. You get the Great Value Walmart brand. We're literally paying 40% of what we were for the name brand. Unbelievable. Hell yeah.
Yeah, if you're on a budget, get no-name brand shit. It tastes the exact freaking same, and you save a couple bucks every time. That's something that, you know, I'll do if they have the option, because honestly, it just tastes the freaking same. Now, if you're like so like, oh no, it has to be, you know, from this company or whatever, then spend the extra money. But if you want to save more, you can get no name brand. Another thing is buy things in bulk. Shop at places like Costco where you can get a lot of food in bulk because you're going to get massive discounts when you buy in bulk. And if you see something is on sale, it's a big sale, don't just buy one, get a crap ton of it and then freeze some of it for later if it goes bad and stuff. That way, you know, you have a lot of it and you got a massive discount. If you see an opportunity with sales or anything like that on fruit and shit like that, just stock up on that stuff.
All we need now is healthy fats. Pretty much all these fats are healthy. We don't need to go for the extra virgin, whatever. I'm not a virgin. Well, I am technically, but never mind. It's all about price. Canola oil. We have 96 servings, each 14 grams of fat, more than we need for $3.76. Now you're thinking, now Mike, canola oil is a seed oil. It is. Seed oils are bad for me. They're not. Check out one of our many videos on the subject. Seed oils are bad for you is entirely a myth. Pretty much every randomized controlled trial of canola oil replacement with other oils resulted in better health outcomes.
So here's the thing. Yes, oil, it's going to be so cheap to get in those fats because oil is straight fat. It's so calorie dense that to get in those calories, it's going to be very cheap. But for the vast majority of you who are trying to stick to a diet and lose weight, this is not good. This sucks. You do not want to be following this. This is dog shit. Oil is so high in calories and it's not really gonna fill you up. Just think about it. 1 tablespoon, 130 calories in a friggin' tablespoon. So if you are the average person trying to save money, I still don't think you should be getting oil just because it's so calorie dense. But if you really are on a budget, yeah, you're gonna be able to get in a lot of calories and healthy fats for a very cheap price. I just don't think you should, just because it is so dense and it's not gonna fill you up and you're probably gonna overdo it. Okay, I know Mike's probably doing this as a joke, but low-calorie condiments are fantastic. He's putting in some mustard in the cart, whatever. Get the sugar-free ketchup. you know, like the dill pickle relish, anything like that that's low in calories. It's gonna, you know, make food taste a lot better. Maybe not the best thing if you're on a budget for, you know, seasonings and stuff. You probably just want to stick to good old salt and pepper if you're really on a strict $100 budget. But for everyone else who's not, getting low calorie condiments is a must. So many people love condiments and they're using high fat mayos and stuff, and it's just, you're getting so many calories from condiments. So switch to hot sauce, switch to low calorie condiments. Gonna, you know, make your food still taste good, and it's not gonna add up all the calories like that. So Mike in the end was actually able to only spend $84 on all his food. Now, like personally for me, this shit is so bland and there's not enough yummy sauces for me. So I would absolutely hate this. I think this sucks, and if I really only had $100 to spend, that would be a problem, and I don't know what I would be doing this bodybuilding prep. I need my jumbo salads, my pounds of berries, cucumbers, mushrooms to just keep me freaking full. Low calorie dressing this, low calorie dressing that, and yeah, it is expensive, but I need it, or else I will not be able to diet because I will not be able to feel full.
All right, guys, we are back. We have the meals all prepped. This is a typical day of eating macros wise for me. And this is what we can do on less than $100 per week. Total macros for the day, 320-ish protein, 400-ish grams of carbs, and about 80 grams of fat.
So to be honest, for the average person, I actually think that's pretty solid. Now, obviously, the average person is not eating as many calories of Mike, so you definitely have to shrink the portion sizes there. But I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I think even if you had to shrink the portion sizes, perhaps the average person could feel satiated. But to be honest, they're probably not gonna like the taste of it and stuff. Not enough low-calorie condiments. It looks pretty bland overall. So yeah, for $100. I mean, to get in the macros, sure, but realistically, if you want to diet, you're gonna have to follow or be able to follow for the rest of your life and stuff. You're probably gonna have to splurge on some lower calorie condiments, some different meats and stuff, and you know, just other things that could be more expensive if you want to actually stick to that diet. Now, for you guys who are on a budget like this, I think this is a good option. There are other lower options too, like he got chicken breast there. You could get tuna and other stuff like that for protein. Obviously he had this protein powder. I'm sure there are other ones you could buy, but all in all, not too bad. Unfortunately for Mike, he's eating too many calories and he's never gonna get shredded for his freaking bodybuilding show, pro card, whatever. I mean, I don't even know if he's still doing that, but that's the video, guys. So let me know what you think on Mike's $100 bodybuilding diet in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.